Hey guys, this is Thomas over here, nursemoneytalk.com, and in this video, I'm going to respond to a comment that I got from one of you guys. It was from JJ who wrote, "Thank you for this video. I'm 54, LPN, thinking to be a RN, but I have diabetes, hypertension, anxiety, and depression due to pandemic. But I find my current job heavy but does not pay much. Hopefully an RN has better, easier job slash pay like triage nurse or clinic, question mark." Before I get into that, if you're not already subscribed, I want to go ahead and invite you to hit that subscribe button on this channel. I talk about all things related to nurse, nursing student, and of course, nurse life. That response was actually on a video that I did a while back that was just really trying to emphasize how you're never too old to actually go back to nursing school, either to become a nurse or maybe to go to grad school and to advance your career or whatever. Just this mentality of just being a lifelong learner, never too late, do something new, remake yourself, and all this other jazz. So that's just kind of like the backstory of where that came from. If you haven't already seen that video. The reason why, though, I was wanting to make this video is I think just to kind of highlight a couple of things. But first of all, I do thank you for taking the time to watch the video and to comment. Really appreciate it. I think that there's a couple of different elements going on, right? So based on this, it looks like that you're an LPN, you think about being an RN, and you're hoping that becoming an RN will make more money for you, but it also looks like you talk about these other things going on: diabetes, hypertension, anxiety, depression due to the pandemic. You talk about a lot of, seems to be maybe some stress factors in there. And at least that's kind of the general vibe I'm getting. And so really I wanted to highlight a couple of things. The first thing being that I've been a huge proponent of kind of like advancing your degree as a nurse. I've said, multiple times on this channel, and in a lot of ways I still stand by that, when you're comparing looking at the LPN route versus the RN route, nothing wrong with LPNs. I've been an LPN before. Some of you guys are going to think, oh my goodness, it's an attack on LPNs. None of that. It's just the RN, it just opens up more opportunities, better scope of practice, or not better, but broader scope of practice, and so on and so forth. So I'm definitely a huge proponent of that, and obviously, if you look at the U.S. Labor Bureau, the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and look at just kind of like the pay rate range from for the LPN versus the RN is significantly higher. But with all that said, I think it's also important to kind of emphasize that when you're going to school, that there is an investment in that in terms of time, money, energy, so on and so forth. And so I think it's important to really just kind of figure out, okay, why are we going to school, right? On the one hand, if it's about like, based on what you have right here, if it's about just kind of like the stress, like my job's too stressful, you can definitely check out the job board at nursemoneytalk.com/jobs. You can definitely find jobs that are going to be less stressful. So I think that's important to point out because, whether or not you go from the LPN to the RN, if you're in a stressful job, you're going to be in a stressful job. It doesn't, you might maybe get paid more for it, but you're still going to be in a stressful job. And if what you're looking for is a job that's less stressful, then that might be something that may be entertaining as an LPN now. And then really the other thing that I would just kind of encourage you to do is just to really maybe just kind of think about a little bit more like what is it that you're actually wanting to do uh, as an RN, and see maybe if you can actually do that right now as an LPN. Because you mentioned about clinic nurse. Granted, it's a very kind of like broad term, so um, I don't know to what extent you mean by clinic. You know, because when I think clinic nurse, I immediately think primary care clinic. And a lot of those places, they're typically running with, maybe like an LPN or something like that. Though there is specialty clinic and whatnot. So, but really just kind of figure out where you want to be at in the next whatever years, and then at that point then kind of work yourself back and see, okay, do I have to go back to school to get to that, or can I get there right now as an LPN? Because if you are really stressed and it's just weighing on you heavily where you're at, then definitely check out the job board and start looking for another position. Maybe even if you do decide to go to like nursing school, nursemoneytalk.com/schools to find a nursing school there. But maybe you do decide, oh, I'm going to go to school anyway, regardless because of X, Y, and Z. But in the meantime, I need to find a less stressful job or something like that. I don't know if I'm completely like left field with kind of like what I'm getting from this. If somebody has any other thoughts, definitely let me know in the comment section. Or even if you yourself, JJ, have like different thoughts or whatnot, like kind of went in the left field and what you were thinking, definitely let me know in the comment sections. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys very soon in that next video.